My friend's brother was loved wherever he went. And one day his friends decided to take him partying out in New York. And as they left the party, a man walked up to him and demanded his money. When he said no, he was stabbed 13 times in his stomach. And unfortunately, he died from his wounds. If he had some sort of protection on him, this event, this robbery, may have been stopped. My product, Safe Shop, is a watch with a surprise inside. And according to CNN News, 203,000 children are kidnapped each year. Well, my watch, Safe Shop, can cut this number in half. Even if it's kidnappings, homicides having to do with beatings and stabbings, abuse, and it may have saved my friend's brother's life. Safe Shop is externally a stylish watch, but on the inside, it is a whole different story. Safe Shop has a taser implemented inside the body of the watch. And in the body of the watch, there is a compartment where it holds electrons, which is connected to a wire which extends into a prong. And as you press the button on the left side of the watch, the prong ejects out, and when it touches skin, it insinuates electrons, which tenses the muscles of the criminal or someone trying to hurt you. Now, the conventional taser uses electricity, which has a fatal shock. But with this product, it uses electrons to tense the criminal's muscles. This watch will be sold for $100.99 and $199.99. But before we just give it to anyone, we require a background check just to make sure this watch will be going into good hands. The background check will cost about $99.99. And I know what you're thinking, oh my gosh, this is way too much for a watch. But no one can really put a price on someone's life or the life of a family member. Safe Shop is for people who feel that they are vulnerable and can't do anything to stop an atrocious act from happening. Safe Shop are for those 18, 99, and 100, for the people who feel that they aren't safe when they walk out on the streets. And it's not only for the public, but it can also be used by law enforcement to stop criminals from escaping arrest or trying to hurt them. Safe Shop is made for $50 and will be sold in retail stores Target, Walmart, and Costco. I am only asking for $200,000 or 10% in our company because I can tell you that there's nothing out on this market like my product, Safe Shop. And with their investments together, we can Safe Shop the world into safety. Thank you.
Okay, questions for Safe Shop? Let's start with Arya.
What if kids wear this watch? Won't they use, like, some kids aren't really some kids
Smart.
are stupid and they'll what if they go to school and use a taser on people, like you said, it'll hurt them.
Well, this taser will you can only buy it if you're 18 and older. Because it is a safety hazard if we give it in the hands of like a 5-year-old child, because they'll think it's funny to shock people.
Okay. Okay.
Have you researched the laws around using tasers? I mean, it could go out of hand if everyone had free for all to buy tasers and.
Well, I researched some about tasers, and I found out that there are some regulations on how much voltage the taser can have, but this taser doesn't really have anything that can actually hurt people fatally. It only tenses the muscles so they can't move, and the time period that it tenses the muscles is for about 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay. Let's, yeah. Mr. Menon?
You said it uses electrons, other tasers use electricity. What's the difference?
Pardon me?
You said it uses electrons instead of electricity, and then like the other tasers, so what's the difference?
Well, electricity can, in a technicality, fry someone, but these electrons only tense up the muscles, so they can't move. Instead of frying someone to the point where they're almost at the edge of dying.
Okay. Push.
Won't your company fall into a lot of legal trouble? Because there's already huge debate about concealed weapons and things like that, and people won't know that there's a taser inside the watch, and there's big debate about concealed weapons. So won't there be a big controversy about your company and your product?
Well, this taser, yes, that may happen, but this taser is only practically sold for people who feel that they're not safe, and we require a background check to make sure that they have no criminal record, no felony, so then we can ensure the safety of the people around them.
Yeah, but just like guns, somebody can buy 5 of them and then resell them in the market at a higher price.
Well, in that case, I only know that the person that I'm selling it to has no criminal record, no felony, so I can make sure that I'm selling it to someone who isn't going to harm anybody. And that's how I know, okay, I give it to the person who knows what they're doing with it.
Yeah, but before the government approves the use of it or sale of it, they have to make sure that it does not pass into wrong hands. So how will you convince the government that it will not pass into wrong hands?
Well, at that point, I can't control anybody and what they do with it, so I don't know how to answer your question.
Meghna?
Sorry. Kidnappings are usually more, 75% of the time are more with kids than with adults, and you're saying this for 18 or older. So how is this, you said that this might help deduct the kidnappings by half, but we're not arming children because, as another person said, that's going to be dangerous. So how is this in any way helping with kidnapping?
Well, if we look at the news, we see that many college students are being kidnapped, being raped, being killed, and that's where my focus is mainly on, is looking at these college students, sympathizing with them, and making a product that can help them in those situations.
All right, thanks, Ervin.